So, I just found out something about work that really hurts. It's stressful, and I have plenty of bad coping mechanisms that I could fall into. This time, though, I found myself leaning into a good one. I'm going to make something new, learn something. Content creation has been on my to learn list for long enough, might as well pull the trigger on it. For the next month, at least, I will be working to make this happen. To actually do something. To express an idea rather than just write in notebooks and talk to the few people I know in the meat space. So this is Inkwyrm'sNook. A place for me to make things to escape the overly color-coded, overly specialized, oversimplified, overbranded, over-commodified world out there. I want to build something weird that's overwhelming in the right way, colorblind friendly, and a good seasoning to people's bowls of brain soup. Of course, that requires that I learn the combined skills that make up content creation. So let's get started. First step for any skill is just to make something one time and see how things turn out. Well, as y'all cats can see, this video exists, which means that part is done. Then next, you come up with some ideas and start exploring. Now, that stuff is to come. I've already taken the first step of this step, first sub-step of this step. Yeah, that's good enough wording. I have 35 ideas for what I can do with upcoming videos. But I generally like this setup of making something and scripting a voiceover for it, so might as well just keep on going with that. Speaking of which, I've now just swapped to the unscripted version of this setup. So we'll see how that feels. And yeah, just looking at the drawing right now, I hope you all enjoy trees because you're probably going to get a lot of them. Also monsters. And you'll notice I actually do a lot of, I've been doing pen and ink this whole time. I do this and ink wash as well as some digital stuff. Those are what I do primarily as my art mediums. And, you know, I'm sort of experimenting, blending those things. So, yeah, that'll be a pretty interesting setup to see how people enjoy. And also, let me know if the video's going too fast or too slow or anything. That's not too difficult to swap around. Well, let's see. Maybe I have something else from the script that I can use. Oh, yeah. So those 35 ideas that I was talking about earlier, I have sort of a leaning theme to them. Well, series of themes. Most of them are leaning into art, indie TRPGs, and my own aesthetic. Brand? No, not brand. Brand is poisoned word. Flavor, aesthetic, direction, vibe, some combination of those words of existence. I'll call that here Skillpunk. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then do the usual call to action shenanigans and like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy my stress making as much as it helps me get through a tough time. Well, I suppose this is the end of that first video. Hope you all have a lovely time. To those of you who have dark skies, good night. And for those with light mornings, good morning. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, afternoon, whatever time your part of the world is in. Goodbye.